Hi, everybody. This is the Baseball High, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host, the Hut, and welcome back to Baseball Hut 2. Hope you like the video and subscribe. Let's talk about the playoffs, I guess. A lot of teams got sort of swept in the first round, in the wild card round. And now we've gotten into the second round, which is the divisional series. We saw the Braves get shut out by the Phillies. That doesn't surprise me. We'll keep an eye on that series. I think the Phillies have a very good shot to get to the World Series again. We'll see what happens there. The Dodgers, which is what this video is about. The Dodgers. And we'll talk at some point about the American League. I got the Texas and Baltimore game is on right now. Baltimore was leading in the first inning, but now they're down 9-3 in the fourth inning. But Texas does not have a good bullpen, and the Orioles can hit. But we'll see what happens there. But the Dodgers had the whole week off, and then on Saturday, they put out Clayton Kershaw to pitch in the first game against the Diamondbacks. He got destroyed. Oh, my God. He is the one-time MVP, 3-time Cy Young Award winner, Triple Crown winner, 10-time All-Star Gold Glover, 5-time ERA title winner, Major League Player of the Year, and 2020 World Series champion. Now, he's not had great results. If you didn't know, he's not had great results in his history in the postseason. And he's pitched a lot, as you know. The Dodgers have been there a lot. And he's had 32 starts, folks, in the postseason, which is quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Let's go over his entire number, and then we'll get into this game that he pitched on Saturday against the Diamondbacks. So in 32 starts, 39 games pitched, he's gone 13-13 with an ERA of 4.49, 194 and a third innings, 165 hits. He's given up 30 home runs, very high. I think he's ever done that in his career. 51 walks, which is extremely high, extremely high for him, and a 9.9 strikeouts, strikeouts per 9 inning. But he's had so many bad performances, and this is the worst. When the Dodgers don't have their best pitching. So we'll get into it. But his ERA after the first game of this divisional series is 162.0. So just keep that in mind. Here we have from ESPN.com. This is basically the game wrap. Dodgers Clayton Kershaw pulled after allowing 6 runs in the first inning. Let me say it again. He was taken out. It's funny. I turned the game on. I was like, man. I saw Sheehan was in the game. It was like, and I saw the score 6-0. I was like, holy crap. The ball sailed into the air, and Clayton Kershaw rested his hands on his knees, head down, legs slightly bent, back toward home plate, a painful, all too familiar sight in this place. At this time of year, Gabriel Moreno had belted the 3-run homer that gave the Arizona Diamondbacks a 5-run lead before Kershaw recorded the first out in Game 1 of the National League Divisional Series Saturday night, delivering the decisive blow within the first 10 minutes. I mean, the game was over 10 minutes, basically. And what was 11-2? The Dodgers, the starting rotation in flux heading into October, have never needed Kershaw more, but they have never been more uncertain about what he can provide for them. Their playoff opener provided an ominous sign. You think so? 6 runs allowed, 1 out recorded, and quite possibly the worst postseason start in baseball. Well, that says it all. I mean, really. And that's about as bad as it gets. Disappointing, Kershaw said after the 11-2 loss. Embarrassing. You just feel like you let everybody down, and then some, and the fans, and the ushers. Ushers didn't get enough tips, and the peanut guy didn't get enough tips because you blew it. I mean, basically, the fans walked in there. It was like Homer Simpson walked in, he walked out, basically, or like Grandpa Simpson going into that burlesque place. He walked in, saw Bart, and walked out. That's basically what the fans were. They got there late, and they left right after that. The guys, a whole organization that looked to you to pitch well in Game 1 is just embarrassing, really. So I just feel like I let everybody down. It's a tough way to start the postseason. You think so, Clayton? Obviously, we still have a chance at this thing, but that wasn't the way it should have started for me. No kidding. Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? The final 2 months of the regular season saw him pitch brilliantly through a tender left shoulder. His fastball was a tick or two slower. His eyes came after an additional day or two of rest. But he pitched to a 2.23 ERA and an 8-start stretch and was kept to only about 5 innings at a time in an effort to keep his arm fresh for the games that mattered the most. But here's the thing, he's never pitched well in the postseason. His postseason has been very much mixed. So this has nothing to do with keeping him fresh, or it's probably worse because he's not as good as he used to be. Game 1 began with Dodgers manager Dave Roberts noting that this is as good as he's felt physically in the last couple of months. Well, he didn't feel good walking off that mound, I could tell you that. It ended with Kershaw becoming the first playoff pitcher in Major League history to allow 5 hits and 5 runs before recording an out. Oofa. I mean, that's worse than Kenny Rogers' territory. Remember Kenny Rogers? He used to pitch for the Rangers and the Mets. With Kershaw failing to finish the first inning for the first time in 454 starts. With Kershaw and his famously checkered postseason track record joined only 3 others in allowing 6+ runs by recording 1 out or fewer in postseason history. Dodgers catcher Will Smith said Kershaw's stuff looked like the normal stuff that it's been all year, except the calendar was October, Will. Roberts said there was nothing physically wrong, a point Kershaw echoed. I feel fine. I just didn't make enough good pitches. Obviously tonight, there's nothing health-related here. No, it's just October. Kershaw's second pitch, a 73-mile-per-hour curveball slightly lower, was lined 116 miles per hour to center field and bounced off the heel of James Outman's glove, a double that probably should have been ruled an error. Outman, a rookie, said the ball sped up on him, but also that his nerves kind of got the best of him. Oh boy, I got the best of me. I was nervous. Corbin Carroll and Tommy Pham followed with back-to-back singles. Christian Walker added a double, and then Moreno, whose status was uncertain after he was hit in the head by a backswing during Arizona's last game Wednesday, blasted a 419-foot home run to left center field, leaving a still arriving Dodger Stadium crowd in stunned silence. They walked out, they walked in, and they walked out. Don't doubt me. 3 batters later, after a 1-out walk and another double, Kershaw exited, making way for rookie right-hander Emmett Sheehan. They would have been better off. It's funny, they brought in Emmett. It was more like Ed Sheehan was pitching and starting in this game. If you don't know, Ed Sheehan, he's a musician. And he's not a pitcher. So you understand what I'm saying? They would have been better off bringing him in. Maybe he could have gotten more than 1 out. I'm just saying. Especially if it's October. Usually, Clayton does a great job of controlling and managing damage, Roberts said. And tonight, unfortunately, we didn't do that. Oh, no kidding. The ad increased Kershaw's postseason ERA from 4.22 to 4.44 and 194. I mean, that's pretty bad. It's 2 runs higher than his average regular season ERA of 2.48 and stands as the highest, and the hut means highest, among the 31 pitchers through Major League history with more than 100 innings in the playoffs. The differential has proved to be a major stain in his reputation, but is also complicated, burdened by several outings in which he pitched on short rest, was used in relief, or was kept in longer than normal. This time it jumped significantly at a time when Kershaw, 35 years old, with nearly 3,000 innings under his belt and an assortment of injuries in his track record, is not fully healthy. No, he's healthy. And the problem is this team is in a lot of trouble, and he's in trouble. I wonder how much longer he has left in his career, to be honest with you. I mean, I think a lot of people were surprised he pitched this year. I thought a lot of people thought that he was going to retire. He should retire. You know, I mean, what more does he have to prove? He's got his World Series. He's got his MVP. He's got over 200 wins. What more does he have to prove at this point in his career? Not much. Except that he's pitched poorly in October. So that's really the only stain on a brilliant and historically great career, he'll go down as the second greatest pitcher in Dodgers history. So really, he has nothing more left to prove. So it's too bad that he pitched so poorly, but we'll see. I mean, he's supposed to pitch Game 4. But like I said, maybe they'll bring in Ed Sheehan to start for him, and then bring in Emmett. I wonder if they're related. They both their names start with an E. Just saying. You let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Baseball 2. Thank you, and I'll see you later.